Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special Saturday edition of In the Blender. I usually do this on Tuesdays and Thursdays, but when you get a special guest, you need special accommodations. This man, he is a well renowned Miami Dolphin fan, and we'll talk about a little bit more when we come back.
Shake, 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 yeah. Shake, 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 shake. Shake money in the place. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We gonna talk about the Fins again. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We gonna talk about the Fins again. Is you a fan or a troll? Are you trying to wish us good? Trying to take control. Bringing problems to the hood. What takes your soul? Miami Dolphins bring the wood. Super Bowl is the goal. Tyreek Hill. I'm trying to kick it with Shay. You gotta be a real fan. No pretenders and fakes. We're gonna open up the line. Come correct with your taste. If you step into us blind, we're gonna show you the way. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Fins again. Miami plays, Miami days in the blender was shaking his friends. We're gonna talk about the Fins again. Never want the season to end. Mix it up a little with gin. And I remember when I knew that the Dolphins would win. Yeah, rockin' with Shake, rockin' with Shake. Let's go. I never want the season to end. Never. Mix it up a little with gin. That's right. Pass it off to one of my friends. Yeah, rockin' with Shake, rockin' with Shake. Larry K. What up? Phin-Addicts. TFTG. The tailgate. Miami Dolphins, baby. What up, Lou? Shake money. Crypto. Check it. Me? God bless y'all. Miami Dolphins #1. And we out. Miami Dolphins football. The greatest football team. We push the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. Respect us.
Morning, Your Majesty. It is another beautiful day in Zamunda.
What is up? Raphael Cartwright, first in the building. Happy to see you. Aquavision, Kenna Ranking, my man Michael K. What is good? How are you? Dolphins, near the best man with the best name in the business, Dolphinier. Love to see you here, man. Not a Touanier, not a but a Dolphinier. So let's get it started, man. This guy, I remember 2019, a show by the name of Inside the NFL with Reason and EM hit the scene. And I'll never forget that when I first for the first time I saw Dolph Freaky there on that show, and I saw this gentleman I'm about to introduce to you. And ever since Paris Love I first met Paris Love on Inside the NFL. I followed him. I think he does a lot of funny skits. He's an up and coming. He's hilarious with the TikTok, and then I met him on Papa Paul show. And we met at the tailgate for the first time. It is a pleasure and a introduce to you, my man Paris Love. What's up, Paris?
Hey, yo, what's going on? How's everything? My man in the house. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, man? Like I said, I first saw you, Paris. I seen you at on Inside the NFL. That was a while ago, man. And
long time ago,
yeah,
way back.
Yeah, man. And when I first saw him, like, damn, man, I gave you a follow, and I enjoy your content. You know what I'm saying? How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing before TikTok was TikTok. I've been doing this at the age of 12 years old. I've been in the entertainment field for a mighty long time before Facebook was Facebook. So I've been doing it for a long time. So So I made it pretty much into a career, and I love doing it.
Oh yeah, I mean, how do you come up with the concepts that you do every day? You know.
Being original, being myself, being a
Yeah.
crazy Paris love that everybody see. You know
Yeah.
what? That's funny. That's funny you say that. I hear a lot of people say, "Man, how you come up with these skits? How do you come up with this?" Like I'm telling you and telling everybody here on social media that Paris is Paris love. What you see is what you get.
Yeah.
Without the camera, without the recording, you see me in the streets, the road, the highways, you see what you get. So this is me.
Yeah. One of the things that I'll never forget. One of the first earlier works that you did
Yeah.
was when you did I'll never forget. There was this girl. She had like real yellow teeth. She goes, "Can I have a piece of your love? Can you tell you, bitch, I want you?" And then you're like, "But no, but you can have a piece of this toothpaste."
Yeah. That's one of my old videos. Oh my goodness. But you know what? I was for real. If you saw that video, I was like, man, listen, you can't have a piece of nothing. You can get a piece of this, just like you said, this piece of this toothpaste. That's what you need. So stuff like that. It brings entertainment and laughter to the world. So yeah. Oh man, that's one of my old videos. Yeah, yeah.
By the way, do you get any like responses from those people? Like, do they get mad or are
No,
they
no,
cool with it?
you know what? Some laugh about it, and you can tell the ones that get mad and pissed off. Those are ones block you. So then you go back and look for them. You can't find them, so you know that they mad. This man Paris Love taking my video and making jokes of me. Making jokes at them and Paris Love acting a fool. 50-50. 50% of them love it. They would DM me, message me saying, hey, you know what? Thank you so much for using my content and bringing my content alive. But the other 50, they're like hell with Paris Love. I don't F him, and I don't know if I can curse on this show. So
No,
I'm
you
gonna give
can.
it
You can
respect.
just keep it to minimal.
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to you raw. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Paris Love. You know what I'm saying? He with that bullshit. It's straightforward. We don't want him. We gonna block him and all that. Then they go gather up a lot of people to try to rise up against me. But you know what? What you see is what you get. I'm gonna be me, original. You can block me, love me, hate me, and out of all people, uh, last year, in the beginning of this year, I got so many people. We ain't gonna say no names, but so many people hate me right now. But it's all good.
And trust me, I understand why. I
Oh,
know why,
know.
exactly why. I know exactly why. You know what I'm saying? It's at the end of the day, one of my favorite sayings, what I eat don't make you shit. So what,
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
you better come on with it. You know what? you know what, money. Uh, but one person who I love as a Finn brother, who I really love as a Finn brother, and I hope that he see your show. And I came to him at the stadium, and I walked up to him, and I say, "Listen, man, I still got love for you. You are still my favorite wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins. Pretty much, know who that was.
Yeah.
That was OJ. So
Yeah, he
I
was on this program too.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then if OJ watching this and all that, hey, brother, I still love you. You just know that Paris is crazy. I respect you, Mark Duba. I thank y'all guys for the love and how we take pictures together. Yo, I still got love for you. No matter what, you still my favorite wide receiver, no matter what.
Hell yeah, no doubt. Hell yeah. I agree 100%.
Still my brother, man. Still my brother, no matter what. Yeah.
Hell yeah. No doubt, man. Listen, man, family is blood is thicker than water sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes,
That's right. Especially Dolphin blood. We
Yeah.
like that DNA gotta yeah.
You ain't lying. This is one of my favorite graphics I like to show every once in a while.
Yeah.
I'll show it to you right now.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh, there you go. That DNA. That's that DNA. See, y'all see that DNA? That's how Dolphin brothers and sisters. That's what we are. Despite our differences, we come together as Miami Dolphin fans, no matter what. That's
yeah.
I love that. I love that DNA.
No doubt, man. Let me ask you this, then.
Yes.
Let me ask you $1 million question. I know you're a big Canes fan. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
I'm a Gator man. But hey, that's neither here nor there. It's all about Sundays. Heat fan, and of course, go Panthers. You know what I'm saying? So, what made you a Dolphin fan?
Man, what made me a Dolphin fan? My mom's 1980s. I forgot the year, but in the 1980s, I mean, me and my brothers, my mom used to force us this come in the living room on Sunday, and we're gonna watch the Miami Dolphins play. See, at the time, I was like what, 11 years old. I'm like, man, Mom, I want to be outside playing kickball and volleyball, whatever. I don't want to watch no football. But she forced me and my two brothers, to watch football. And she used to have a Dolphin clothes on. She was like an Ellie Goodman way back in the years. She's like, y'all gonna watch this. And y'all, I got 3 boys, and I'll make y'all football fans. Y'all gonna play for the Miami Dolphins one day. Well, you see how that worked out, right? It didn't work out. But anyway,
Yeah.
what made me love the Dolphins was my mom seeing her jump up and down, and her favorite player all time was Dan Marino. Then
Okay.
I kept coming, watching it every Sunday, and I begin to like Dan Marino. I'm like, God, I like this man. This man, and then I started following Dan Marino when I got 12 years old, 13 years old, got up in age. Dolphins became my favorite team, and I never turned back. That's how I became a Dolphins, because of my mother.
Okay, that's what's up, man. You know what? It's funny that there's 3. Since I've been doing this show, this is my 3rd season.
Yeah.
And I asked this question of all my guests, and the 3 common answers is, number 1, obviously they're from Miami. Number 2, Dan Marino, and number 3 is their parent, their dad. Like, for instance, Allie Dolphriki became a Finn fan because she was from Philly, but because she wanted to spend time with her dad, she became a Dolphin fan.
You see that?
Just to spend time with her dad.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Yeah. She had her father. I had my mother. So we started following the Miami Dolphins, and look at her now and look at me now. I cannot never turn my back on the Miami Dolphins. After all the years, generations ago, even with Ellie Goodman, even though she's from Philly, she would never turn her back on her Miami Dolphins. It is what it is. Win, lose, but DNA, Dolphins is in our DNA.
Yeah, no doubt. That's one of the reasons I did these shows, man, because the best part about doing this show is I got to meet a lot of people, especially like yourself. You know what I'm saying? I met Papa Paul. He was on this show, Dolphin Winters, and I met Mr. Polk. Mr. Polk.
Mr. Polk. Yes.
Mr. He's called Crazy Dolphin now.
So he got a nickname. So he got a new name now. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Mr. He calls himself the Crazy Dolphin.
Mr. Polk. I mean, the Crazy Dolphin, man. Polk,
yeah, that's the dude right there, man.
That's an awesome dude, man. He know his Dolphins. He's been around the Dolphins for years. Yeah.
Yeah, man, and like I said, he has a lot of love and admiration for you. By the way, just so you know.
Man, I appreciate him, man. Poe. I mean, Mr. Dolphin, Crazy Dolphin. I met him a while ago. I mean, when I came to his school, I became his supervisor, and I didn't know that he loved the Dolphins like he loved the Dolphins, and then I was his best supervisor. He was one of my best employees, And every time we come together in my office, it was all about the Miami Dolphins. We don't talk about nothing else but the Dolphins. So yeah, I got love for that, brother.
So let me ask you this then: what was your? I know you're a season ticket holder, correct?
Yeah.
What was your? How long have you been a season ticket holder?
Right now, going on 8 years.
What made you become a season ticket holder?
Because I got tired of seeing my Dolphins on TV all the time, and then I said to myself, I want to go to the game. So one day, one of my employees came to me and said, "Listen, I got two Dolphin tickets to the Miami Dolphins playing New York Jets at Hard Rock Stadium. Do you want to go?" I said, "Hell yeah, I want to go." So when I got them tickets, when I went there, see the funny part about that. When I went to see that game, and I saw two Dolphin fans. We was in the 300. I guess it was drinking. They was mad at something. But the two Dolphin fans came out of the stadium. They was fighting on each other because of the New York Jets. And I'm like, what the hell y'all fighting for? Both of y'all Dolphin fans. They were just pissed off or something. But anyway, when I went to the stadium, when I saw the Dolphins live, my first time ever seeing them live after all the years, like I said, with my mother, and now it was like 3D. No, you right there in the middle of the action. You like, wow, look at the Dolphin players. Oh, look at the people. I said to myself, listen, I got to become a Dolphin fan. I told my wife, baby, I don't care what we got to do, how much money we got to save. We got to find out, because I want to be a Dolphin fan, and I want to be in that stadium to see them games. And I became a Dolphin fan just by somebody inviting me to go see the Dolphins play against the New York Jets.
Oh yeah, I was there. I started going last year. 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's where, like I said, that's where I took when I first met you. I noticed you always have the football player ensemble. What made you come up with that gimmick to go to the tailgate?
Hey, I can't look. What made me come up with that gimmick is that me being a diehard Dolphin fan. When you're a diehard Dolphin fan, everything will come to you. I mean, I don't want to say spiritual, but the spiritual Miami Dolphins, it come to you. You get the logos, you get the concept, and everything come to you because like you said, Dolphins is in your DNA. So it came to me out of what football heaven. So I came up with it, and that's what and I ran with it.
And you wear number 50, right? Why number 50?
Because 50, I said to myself, look, 50, I want the number 50. I won't get the 50. Because when I get, see at that time, when I came up with the number 50, I was not even 50, 53 or 50 yet. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the number 50 on my little football jersey, because guess what? I did 50 years with the Dolphins. That's what it feels like since my mama put me in there in the 80s. It's not 50 years. But yeah. I'm gonna go over 50 until the day I die. I'm trying to get 100 years being a Miami Dolphin fan. So I said to myself, I'm gonna get that number 50. When I get the age of 50, I'm still gonna be, I think it's watching my Dolphins. I get the age of 52 or 50, 53. That's what it's going to be. I'm going to represent the Dolphins until the day I die. So that there made me come up with the number 50 because, I'm trying to go over 50 to be a Miami Dolphin fan.
And one thing, like I said, I had Allie on here before season 1, and we talked about how you're like the Energizer Buddy, and everybody was telling me that you need to take it easy. And you had a I hope you don't mind me talking about it, but you had a heart attack, whatever, and you're 2 years removed from that. How was that like going through that process?
Man, devastated, tough. I remember before the heart attack, I didn't know what was going on. Like my Finn sister Ellie Goodman, she used to tell me all the time, and Paris, you dancing, and she used to dance too. We used to have fun, but every time the DJ from East 12 see me coming, you was there. Every time the DJ see me come up into East 12, the first thing he say, Paris Love. And he know my favorite record, Miss Elliott. Once he play it, a different spirit come upon me, and I got my dolphin after. I'm like, I can't stop dancing. But the problem was, I truly believe that what happened was I was eating too much sodium, too much salt. I wasn't really taking care of myself, but I loved to dance. I had the energy, and I kept, after I danced, I found myself losing my breath, shortness of breath. I remember being with, I don't know if I can say his name here, but Brandon Martinez. We used to hang out a lot, and he used to tell me all the time, "You okay? You want some water?" And I'm like, "I'm good. I just got it." And you know, in Miami during that time, September,
Oh yeah,
it's hot. It's scorching. It's hot. So I used to pass
it's
out
not
a lot.
even in the shade.
Yeah, yeah. It's, you know, look, I don't care how many tents around Hard Rock Stadium, and you got the grills firing, and it's hot, and when you dancing like me, like that Energizer Bunny, and then I felt so much pressure on my chest. And how I find out, it was one time with Ellie Goodman, JD, and I did my little dance with my number 50, and I was getting down, getting into the Dolphin spirit, hyping people up before they can even go into Hard Rock Stadium. Then I was dancing and I kind of fell out. Then JD Boys saw me by my Dolphin truck, outside my Dolphin truck. I couldn't breathe, and they had to call the paramedics. So the paramedics came out to Hard Rock Stadium and took me to the hospital. And this, this may sound crazy. This is why I say that if you're a Dolphin fan, Dolphin fans would do the craziest thing. I don't know if you remember when I went to the hospital, Parkway Hospital, and this was the day that if Dolphins win that game, Dolphins going into the playoff. I told the doctor that I know you want me here. I got to leave this stadium. I'm sorry, I got to leave the hospital. I got to get back to the stadium. He said, no. I tell you what, sign your way out, because if something happened to you on the outside, it's not going to be good. So I ended up leaving the hospital, got me a Uber, wherever, got to the stadium, and I was feeling bad, but the Dolphins went to the playoff that year, and I said, I finally see my boys get back to the playoff. But I was risking my life. So look, when you're a Dolphin fan, if you're a diehard Dolphin fan, believe me, you're gonna do the craziest things because Dolphins in your DNA.
Hey, check this out. I do a show called Insomnia on the Fins Tailgate. I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this is my brother from another mother, Crypto. I met him through panels, Dolphin panels.
Yeah.
And me and him, we've been like, Batman and Robin. We've been thick as thieves. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Batman and Robin. We've been thick and thieves. Starsky and Hutch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's even better. You know what I'm saying? And this dude, he drove 5 hours, or I think it's 5 hours to go to Buffalo. He drives. He traveled maybe 2,000 miles to see his Dolphins play. So you know what I'm saying? Crypto, this man right here. I know he doesn't believe in Tua, but they call him a Dolphin hater. I'm like, no, a person who hates the Dolphins ain't gonna travel that many miles. Actually, it was a 7-hour trip to Buffalo.
Wow.
So this man, he put in the hours and the mileage to go see the Miami Dolphins play. And you know what I'm saying? I got nothing but love for Crypto.
He's a fan. He's a diehard fan. You know, if you get fans that put in the mileage like that, miles after miles to go see the Dolphins, yeah, they may have their problems with Tua and all that. But look, though, you cannot take the pride, the heart of the Miami Dolphins in your DNA. You cannot take that away.
Nope. Hey, listen,
that's
man.
the reason why he traveled like that, and that's the reason why I left the hospital to go see my Dolphins. That was the beautifulest thing. I know that I was risking my life. I know that. I know a lot of people say. I know the doctors was like, man, you crazy. You love the Dolphins that much? You're gonna risk your life? Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna risk my life because I want to see my Dolphins get into the playoff. And when they got into the playoff, when they announced that, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I cried
That's what's
like
up.
a big baby, man. I'm just tears flowing. I don't care if we lose a playoff game, long as we make it into the playoff. Now, could you imagine if we make it to the playoff or advance in the playoff this year? I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Me neither.
What I'm gonna do.
Me neither, man. So let me ask you, what's your most memorable games that you've been to since you've been a season ticket holder? Can you give me a few memorable games or memorable
Yeah,
tailgate
yeah,
experiences?
yeah.
And by the way, I asked Winters this. He said one of his most memorable Dolphin moments was meeting you at the Bow Campers.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You know what? I gotta piggyback off that, and you know what? I used to see Dolphin winners. I mean, on social media all the time, and I said to myself, I got to meet this brother. See, I didn't know Dolphin winners that much, but he used to work out a lot. You know that he used to work out a lot. He could have a blunt in one hand, and he could have a weight in the other hand. And but I used to like this brother so much. And when I got to East 12, when I was doing my Paris Love dance, and, and Dolphin, we was dancing to House of Pain. I think it Jump, whatever that song was. And Dolphin Winners kind of went out there and tried to challenge me in dancing. And then I'm looking at him like, you ain't finna battle Paris Love, Hey, listen, we gonna get this. And we started dancing and dancing, man. I'm telling you, man, I fell in love with that brother. That's one thing, man. With that brother, I would do anything for that brother. If you need tickets to get to a game, I'm like, come on, I got you. But my memories game will be the Miami Miracle. That hands down. When you saw the fans, I mean, some of them was walking out the stadium that game. They thought that the Dolphins was not going to do it. They thought New England was going to win, and New England fans was selling out. Oh, it's over. It's over. And New England Dolphins going to lose. But that kickoff return, the pass and the ball, I mean, when he made that cut in the middle of the field and pitched that ball, and when he was going towards the goal, the touchdown, man, fans was already out their seat. I mean, the whole stadium erupted. So you talk about memory. You talk about the best memories is Miami Miracle, man, and that's gonna stay in my heart forever.
Hey, by the way, check this out. I got some up and coming guests coming on here.
Yeah.
Pretty soon. I had to reconfirm, but I know you know who she is.
Oh yes, that's my sister.
And I got him coming in too.
Oh, okay. Well, what's up?
Yeah, man. The reason I'm bringing this up is because last year I had Marissa Marino on here, and we talked about people that we want to see for fan of the year. And I said my top two was Lisa and yourself. Have you ever thought of consider becoming fan of the year, man? Because look, you one thing I hear about you and through the grapevine. This is not from Papa Paul. This isn't from the people that are close to you. This is from people that. This is going through the Dolphins community. So this should tell you how much reach it has. Is the fact that you give away some of your tickets. Like you can't go and you go to and you give, like, for instance, if a person never been to a game, hey, listen, here's a ticket experience to the Dolphins live. You know what I'm saying? And you generously give your ticket to people who never been. And that's one of the reasons I would love to see you as a fan of the year. What do you think? Would you ever accept those honors?
No, I don't want to take that position as fan of the year. The thing is that I want to see Miami Dolphin fans happy. For example, Lisa, I spoke to her before she got fan of the year, and she can tell you when she come on the show. I came to her and I told her, I said, listen, you got it. You're gonna be fan of the year. I'm telling you, you're gonna be fan of the year. She said, wow. Whoa. I said, yes, watch what happened. Then when she became fan of the year, I'm I was so happy. And when I saw her the following game, I said, "What did I tell you? What did I told you?" She said, "You did say it." See, and another thing, the reason why I do what I do, and that I don't ask for charge or money, whatever, when I give out tickets to fans, just like I told you on your show here, I said, I want people to experience that same love experience going to the Hard Rock Stadium, seeing the Miami Dolphins, because it was a guy. I don't know who the guy was, but he told me. He said, "Listen, I'm gonna give you 2 free tickets, and I want you to go see the Miami Dolphins since you love the Dolphins so much." And when I went to see the Dolphins, the energy, the electric, the fire. So now I want people to experience that every single year. I'm gonna be a Dolphin fan, season ticket holder for a mighty long time, and every year, all people got to do is like, "Hey, Paris, I never went to the Hard Rock Stadium. I mean, I ain't see the Dolphins play. I see them on TV. Could you bless me?" And I don't got no problem with that. I want them to experience the same thing I experienced when somebody blessed me back in the days. Yeah.
I hope one day you could bless Crazy Dolphin, because that's one of the guys that's on my bucket list to meet face to face.
Well, then you tell Crazy Dolphin to inbox me. He better inbox me as soon as possible, because I got a few tickets lined up and I want to bless somebody.
Yeah. That's my dog right there, man.
Yeah, come on down. Come on down. Tell him to call. Inbox me, and then me and him, we can talk about it. And I want to see you at this. I want to see you at the stadium. You gonna be there?
You know me, man. I'm gonna be there for sure. Hey,
That's
listen,
all you want.
my man Crypto is gonna be at the Dolphins. We're gonna go through like 3 games. For sure, we're going through 3 games. We're going to the North Carolina game, we're going to the Atlanta game, and we're going to the Chargers game.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Unfortunately, I can't make the Pittsburgh game because of what time it is in the year, but I wanted to go to Pittsburgh. But I am going to Indianapolis.
It's gonna be cold. So I'm gonna see you in Atlanta, and I should be going to the Carolina game. But the Dolphins go play against North Carolina. So I don't know if you're going to that game, but I'm gonna see you.
Yeah, I'm going to Carolina. Yeah, we got me and my already got the tickets.
I'm definitely going to see you for sure. Because when I saw you at the last game, I turned around and said, "Wait a minute, that's my brother Shake Money. Let me Shake Money. What you doing here?" Of course, you at the stadium watching the game. I said, "That's my man right there." Yeah, for sure. So I can't wait to see you, man, this year, and see you in Atlanta, and see you in Carolina. Hopefully, we have a good year, man. I mean, let's see what happens with that.
No doubt, man. And I think I don't know if you met Crypto, but he was at one of the games. I'm sure you have.
Yeah, man. Tell him to inbox me.
Yeah, for sure, man. And all right, what are your not so fondest memories of games at the Hard Rock? Would you say?
Oh man, the hardest honors at Hard Rock Stadium when Tom Brady was playing for New England Patriots, and they always gave us hell every time the Dolphins played Tom Brady. Tom Brady always put it to us. And right now, Tom Brady gone, it seems like we just can't get over the hump with Josh Allen. And it's like every time the Dolphins play Buffalo Bills at home, I'm hyped up, and I got my pride like Miami going to win. But there's a piece of me talking about, oh man, Josh Allen, man, oh my goodness. And then if we beat Buffalo, by 2 or 3 points, I'm the happiest man. Like we beat them 60-0. So when it comes down, them games, them tough games that I'm like, man, it's Tom Brady with New England. Now it seems like Buffalo.
Buffalo. You mean Buffalo? Yeah. That's what they call Buffalo.
Exactly, Buffalo. But look, let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you something. We don't even got to go to the playoff. If we can just beat Buffalo at home and beat Buffalo on their territory, listen, I'm celebrating the Super Bowl. I mean, I don't care. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Because I don't like him. I don't like him. New York Jets is another thing, but Buffalo, if we could just get over that, Barker or wherever, if we could get over that hump, oh my goodness. Somebody help us. Heaven help us or something. Because Josh Allen
Hey,
he's an
man.
idiot. But he's good. He's good.
All right, let's talk about the offseason moves. What was your favorite offseason move?
Man, the guy we got to block full tour, boy, is he, man, you heard what he said. He said, tell Tour, I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. To me, that was one of the best off-season moves ever, and I got a good feeling he's going to show out. He's going to do his thing. I love it. That's one of the best off-season moves I love. We got somebody that's going to block full tour and go all in. He looked like a tough soldier for the Miami Dolphins.
What did you think of the first overall pick?
Oh,
Not first overall, but
it was, let me just be honest with you. The first pick, I know that we didn't need it, a quarterback and all this stuff, but I was the main character in the back. We need a quarterback just in case. I know we got Zach, we got this other quarterback. If Tua go down, we need to go get a quarterback. But you know what? And I'm still standing with that. But the first pick, since I look at the whole list, who the Miami Dolphins got. To be honest with you, Miami Dolphins did good. I give them like a B, so I'm going with that. But at that time, honestly, I was looking at Deion Sanders something. Let's go get him. They pass him up. They don't want Deion Sanders something. Let's go get him and bring him to Miami. My mind was far left. Didn't see what the Miami Dolphins was doing. And then I'm trying to be the GM, the manager, and say, this is what the Dolphins should do. This is what the Dolphins should get. But at the end of the day, we did good with the picks.
Yeah. They addressed a lot of the trenches. I'm happy that they did, for once.
Yeah, they did.
Let me ask you, what are your thoughts on Matt McDaniel and some of his decision making? Are you out on him, or do you think this the year where listen, we got 4 years of continuity and maybe this will kind of, and not to mention, listen, this is very important. This is the first time, and I can't remember how long, that both sides of the ball have the same coordinators 2 years in a row.
Yeah. But look with Mike McDaniel, this is his break it or make it this year here. There's no, I mean, I would love for him to go and get somebody that's going to sit there, an offensive coordinator that's going to call the plays and he focused. But as usual, he going to call the plays and all that. He can't be doing what he did last year and the year after that, and with the timeouts, with this and that. To this year here, 2025, make it or break it. I mean, let's see. Mike got it. He got to show up. This is it, because we had you for a while. Now let's see what you can do. I love your schemes. I love how you use the players. But this is your year to show us what you can do. Because Miami Dolphin fans, sick and tired of going through the same old foolishness with different coaches and keeping them for I think it's that years, and they don't do nothing. I mean, come on, man. He had Tyreek Hill. He had everything. He built around Tua. He did all this, and all we can show for is going to the playoff that one time and getting kicked out by Buffalo, however you say.
Buffalo, yeah. That's, you know Miss Pam, right?
Huh?
You know Miss Pam, right?
Yeah, I know Miss Pam. Yes.
That's his favorite. That's her favorite saying, Buffalo.
Buffalo. Yeah. But this is his year. He might gotta do, because hey, look, a lot of Dolphin fans, already like, listen, man. Let me say this. We so quick to say get rid of the GM, get rid of him. But this time, we got patience. Now we want to see Mike. You better do it because guess what? We know Terry might not be here later on. We got the players right now. We got the offense right now. We got the defense right now. Mike, you better call those plays and do what you got to do and do it right because we want to see Miami Dolphins get to the playoff. Even though I think that we got one of the toughest schedules in the NFL right now, but he got to show up. All that little walking down, I go to the game, walking down the sideline and being cool with the players and then you go to training camp. He over there jamming his head and doing this and bopping his head. Yo, Mike, he got to pull out. Mike got to do what he got to do this year. Dolphin fans not looking for 2026, 2027. We want to see what he can do. At least get us to the playoff. Let us advance in the playoff. Then we can say, all right, now we see you doing things. We see you calling the plays right. We see you calling the timeouts right. We see what you're doing. But this is to me, this is last year. Do what you got to do, Mike.
Yeah, and here's the one thing I said before, and I'm sure you'll agree with me, is this is the year I want to see Tua say, look, McDaniels, I love you. I appreciate the confidence you've instilled in me and the belief you had in me. Look, he was instrumental on him getting his contract extension.
Yeah.
Right? So, listen, I know you have faith and believe in me, so let me, if I see something that I don't like, I'm going to change it, and you have faith in me that I'm going to, because if, you see the defense changing to something that is going to put your offense in a disadvantage, I think you should have the power to change that and to become, make your offense a little more advantageous in that way. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with you 110%. Do something like Peyton Manning. Get out there and switch it. Oh, I'm going to switch this. I'm going to change the plays. But here's the problem. Mike McDaniel, is his ego going to allow him to do that?
Yeah.
If Tua going to stand up and say that, does Tua got the heart to say, Mike, just as you say, hey, look here, if I see something on the line, give me the power to make that change right there. That thing goes both ways. Yeah. It's on Tua and it's on him. Right now, to be honest with you, I like it. Me and you both like to see that. Now, damn well that ain't going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my favorite sayings is what we want and what we're going to get are two different things.
It's two different things, man. It's two different things, man. We want that to happen. If that happened, I think that Tua he'll be a lot better. So you see that stuff, you see they coming up on him. Let me go in and change this. All right, you go. Boom, we got it.
And it's funny you should bring up Peyton Manning. There's some times where Peyton Manning didn't change the play. He just gave the illusion to make the defense manipulate the defense. You know what I'm saying?
He did.
And he would just do the same play that he was going to do originally.
Yeah,
he made the defense change.
And he was good. He was good. Peyton Manning was good at that because when he was doing it with the Colts, I don't even play football. I was on the couch when he was doing his hands motion, and when he did like that, I got up on the couch and went that way too. I'm like, hold up for a second, I'm not playing football. So yeah, man. He did that a whole lot and went back into the same play what the coach gave him. But it will be awesome if Tua can step up and talk to Mike McDaniel, and Mike McDaniel can say, you know what, I'm going to grant you that, but you better make sure you do it right. You better hit when it hit. You better do what you got to do. But what we want is not what we're going to get. So we all play GMs and managers, and we try to be psychics to listen to the GM and think what they thinking, and they thinking is on a whole nother level than the Miami Dolphin fan.
Hey, before we continue, I have somebody in the back that wants to talk. I'll give him a couple of minutes to talk to you. And man, here is the surprise guest.
Who we got here? Crazy.
What do you mean who we got here?
Oh my goodness.
Man, you know who I am, man. What we got here? What you talking about?
It's the devil. No. Crazy Dolphin, what's up, my brother, man? Oh my goodness,
Hey,
man.
this is the guy I was telling you. Hopefully, you could bless him with a ticket this year because I want to meet him.
I've been trying to get this dude to come to a Dolphin game 20 million years and generations ago. But you surprised me with this one here, though, Shake Money. You wrong for that. You wrong for that shit. You wrong. You wrong.
Now you see how he treat me? No, he trying to say I'm old.
Hey, nah. You really 90 years old though. But you look good. What's going on, Crazy Dog? How you been? What's up with you?
Man, I'm doing okay. How you been doing?
Man, hey man, just getting ready for this 2025 season.
Yeah.
Every year I miss about 3 to 4 games, but this year I'm going all out. I'm going to every single game. I mean home game.
All
You
right.
know, I gotta make it, man. I gotta support my boys. But darn, it's damn good to hear from you, Crazy Dolphin.
Yeah, and Shake Money, just make a little reference here. This this brother here this brother here was my boss,
Mhm.
and he was one of the best bosses I had to work upon.
Yeah,
One of the best bosses I had to work upon. So a true and down to earth guy for real. And I was
Let me
there
ask you a
when he
question.
started off as Paris Love. You know,
What was he a Brian
but
Flores?
huh?
Was he a Brian Flores boss?
I took pictures with Brian Flores, but like I tell Crazy Dolphin, and I tell my employees today, I tell them just like this, Shake Money, I'm not your boss. We are team players.
There you go.
I think it's that I deal with my employees like I'm a football coach. Listen, hold up for a second. Don't call me boss. We are team players. We gonna work together to get the job done. Don't look at me as a supervisor. I know you want to respect me as that. No, don't look at me like that. We are family, and that's what me and this guy here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Crazy Dolphin.
I could see you. I know I never seen you as a boss, but I could tell right away that you wouldn't tell your people something that you wouldn't do.
You can say that again.
yeah,
You say that
yep,
again.
yep. That's Paris. That's
Right on
Paris.
point. Right on point.
That is Paris.
Right on point.
And
I can tell you this. After, that New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins, and he's a Metro Police officer now, which is thank God for him. But he was short, and he used to run his mouth at Hard Rock Stadium all the time, and then I used to tell him that you got to slow down because when the fire get heated up, I can't back you up. And we was leaving Hard Rock Stadium after the New York Jets lost against the Miami Dolphins. He was out there talking this and talking that, and these big old New York Jet fans jumped on them. And me, I'm small. I said, adios. You ran your mouth. This Dolphin fan ran. So look. It is what it is. But you're right about that. When it comes down to the point, I would not ask my employees or the people that roll with me to do something I won't do.
mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because thing is that I tell them quick, man, we're gonna do this thing together or we're not gonna do it at all.
There you go.
Then
That's
thing is that
Paris.
I get them on my job right now today. And the beautiful thing about that, the employees come to me and say, listen, man, we're gonna help you. We're gonna help you to take care of your area, your section. And they surprise me. When I go to my areas and everything is done before I can even get to work, and I'm like, y'all didn't have to do this. You know what they say? Your heart, your love, showing us so many love. We want to go out and do something for you because you do so much for us, like I do with the Miami Dolphin fans.
Yeah,
I
no
just want to
doubt.
bless every Dolphin fan I can. If I had $1 million, I will just want to. I want to bless these Dolphin fans that never went to the stadium. I want them to go out there, experience the energy, the love of the Miami Dolphin tailgates, the football games. I want them to go, but I'm not rich like that. But
Yeah.
what the little stuff I got, giving out gifts, giving out tickets, I do it from my heart, and
Yeah.
I'm not expecting nothing back. I want them to feel the same love the energy from the Miami Dolphins organization I felt when that man said, "I'm gonna give you 2 free tickets."
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I'll tell you this, man. Listen, even if let's say, for instance, I don't do another show again, which I doubt. I have some more guests coming on, but I tell you what, you coming on this, giving me an hour of your time or hour and a half, whatever time you have, is to me. I'm telling you, I have so much happiness right now. It's not even funny, man. And I tell you what, man, I am 100% grateful that you blessed me with your time, man. Thank you so much. Man.
Hey, yeah, but don't forget now. Remember, y'all represent now. You know who that is? That's Dan Marino.
There
That's
you
right.
go.
That's right. That's the
I
man.
thought that was Tua's New Jersey number. He's gonna Tua's gonna
Lord.
be number 13.
Oh my
You
goodness.
know what? I love Tua, but
No.
you just disrespect. You disrespect the king. You can't disrespect the king. Number 13. Even though Tua had that number in Alabama, you can't disrespect the. I love Tua. Don't get me wrong. I love any Miami Dolphin a player that's a Miami Dolphin, but you can't disrespect the number 13. That's why they gave Tua number 1 and kept number 13. Oh, Dan Marino.
There you go.
No doubt, man.
For sure. Yeah.
So let me ask you this. Now we'll do some on the spot questions.
Yeah.
You know what, Mr. Polk, you can stay here for the remainder. I don't care, because I know Mr. Polk don't say much. So, I'm glad to have you, by the way, Crazy Dolphin. Thank you for coming up and joining us.
I appreciate that, man. I like I said, Shaky, you're doing a lot from the community. Parents Love is also done a great deal from the community. Man, I can testify. This brother here has given his heart, soul, and a lot more to the Miami Dolphins fans and what have you. So we'll appreciate both of y'all. I'm gonna go quiet because I got echoes.
You're not gonna make me cry. I promise you that. I'm not gonna cry on Shake Money Show. You ain't gonna put me out there like that. You ain't gonna do that to me. I'm a man. I'm a boy. You gonna do that to me?
All right. So here we go. There are 3 official numbers that are retired. You know what those 3 numbers are? The three numbers that are officially retired.
1, Dan Marino.
Mm-hmm.
The other, I like him too. Joe Montana.
No. As a Dolphin.
As a Dolphin, Dan Marino. Richmond Webb.
Nope.
Michael Jackson. So
no, the 3 numbers are 13, 12, and 39, which is Greasy. Those are the 3 official numbers that are retired for the Miami Dolphins. Remember, Laramie Tunsil had 78.
Yeah, he got 78. Yeah.
So if you could retire one number, who would it be?
If I could retire one number, it would be. Let me see. Man, I got so many Dolphin players who I love.
And by the way, I'm looking forward to seeing this brother right here at the Indianapolis game.
Okay. Oh man. I can't even tell you. I can't even tell you.
Or if you had to pick one, Jason Taylor or Zach Thomas, who would you retire?
Why are you making it tough like this? What's Shake Money?
That's caught on the spot. That's why it's caught on the spot.
I know, man. You can't. All right. Let me think about it. We talk about the Flintstones.
Listen, if Crypto was here, he want number 11, Davante Parker retired, but that's neither here nor there.
You know what? Both of them players was on my Miami Dolphins show. Both of them, Zach Thomas and Jason Taylor. And you're right, this is on the spot, and you really put a wrench in there. So I'm gonna go with. All right, here we go.
All right.
Zach Thomas.
Okay, you know what? I agree with you with that assessment.
You wanted Jason Taylor, right?
No, I agree with you on that. Zach Thomas.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
One reason and one reason only, because I was at a Dolph Freaky watch party in Fort Myers.
Oh, yes, sir.
And I have it here somewhere, but he autographed my. I have a Finn's tailgate hat. He autographed that with the Hall of Fame signature. So
what? And I never got the chance. I met a lot of football players from the old school. I never got the chance to meet Zach Thomas, but I met Jason Taylor. He saw his picture on my F-150. He was like, I love it. I met all these Dolphin players, but I never got to meet. I would love to meet him. But him, retire his number any day. Put it right there in the stadium. That's it. Yeah.
I got to meet Jason Taylor in person one time because I used to work at Barry University. And at the time, I got to know her. She's really she's cool as hell. Joy Taylor.
Yeah.
She is down to earth. I'm telling you, she is one of those. She approached me. I didn't approach her because we were at this radio station. She's like, hey, how you doing? I'm Joy Taylor. I didn't know who the hell she was at the time. So you know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing? Whatever. She came to me because I'm like, damn, who? Because I didn't approach her because I'm like, damn, man, who this hottie is, whatever. But she knew we had a lot of mutual friends, and she came up to me and said, hey, how you doing? I'm Joy Taylor, and blah blah blah. So she introduced herself to me. She's like the salt of the earth. You wouldn't think she's a big shot because, man, she treats everybody like you know what I'm saying, like a deep, you know, she's not one of them stuck chicks.
She got a beautiful heart.
Yeah, she does.
Heart. You know.
So anyway, she graduated, and Jason Taylor. I met Jason Taylor there. I didn't bother him because he was there to see his sister graduate. So I was like, you know what? This ain't a wrong place, wrong time. So I just say what's up and kept it pushing. Man,
you know what? You know, to save money, I feel you. And this is one reason why I like to go to the stadium like hours early. You go on the stadium, you get to meet a lot of old time players walking into the stadium, and I'm surprised a lot of people didn't recognize Jason Taylor. And you know, I'm walking up to him. I got my number 50 Dolphin outfit on, and I spotted him. You know, he's tall. You know.
Yeah, he is.
Dude.
He's skinny too, man. He is skinny.
Yeah, he's skinny. So I look at him and say, "Hey, Jason Taylor, what's up?" And the other fans walking around like, did he just say Jason Taylor? I'm like, it's Jason Taylor. He said, yo, what's going on? He was cool. So I'm hoping this year when I could get to the stadium, walk in there early, I can run into Zach Thomas. That's who I never met him. I would love to meet him.
No doubt, man. Listen, what's funny was, all right, let me paint the picture for you, man. I was it was a Buffalo game week when we were in Buffalo. This is, you know, the year 2023. And I got there on Cuban time. If you're from South Florida, you know what Cuban time is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So there was no seats available in the bar, so I had to sit outside. So as I was sitting down, I noticed everybody was running towards the parking lot. I'm like, what is everybody running towards? And sure enough, Zach Thomas. And he goes, oh man, listen, guys, I got to get into the game. I said, can I have a picture with you? He was like this. No, man, I want to get into it, but you know, he stopped for a second. You know what? Let's take the picture. He stopped him. He wanted to say, hey man, listen, I got to watch the game, but he stopped and said, you know what? Go ahead, let's take this picture real quick. Come on.
It's cool.
You know what I mean? And that touched me because he could have said, hey man, listen, I gotta go, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to catch this game. But he stopped. He stopped in mid. I could see mid sentence. He's like, you know what? Let me just take this picture real quick.
That's right. That's right. But you know what, Shake Money? The coolest player, and I know everybody see him every time. He the coolest, down to earth player. Should have been the Hall of Fame, and I'm praying that he will get Hall of Fame. He would take a picture with you. He would sit down with you. I mean, he even know Paris' love name. When I ran up to him, y'all already know, man. Rich Midwell.
Like I said, I did a show with him. I did an interview with him.
He's the best.
I did an interview with him too.
Yes, he's the best. And I said all these other names, which is awesome. But Richmond Webb is the best. And if he's watching your show, Richmond, you know Paris love you. He's down to earth, coolest old school player. I mean, you can talk to him about anything. So I'm hoping he will get that, just get up there and make it. We need to get him in.
No doubt, for sure. But all right. Now, I heard that on David Hyde, right? David Hyde said that the Dolphins had a chance to move to the AFC South. If you were, but they declined, would you have moved to the AFC South, or would you like to continue the AFC East rivalry?
I would love to continue the AFC East. I mean, I don't want to see the Dolphins go to the South. Keep them in the East. I love to see the rivalry against the Buffalo Bills. I mean, you already know that name.
Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, the Burkle, what Pam said, and then New York Jets, New England. Keep them. I mean, to me, I truly believe that we got the easy division. If only Miami Dolphins can get their stuff together, we can run through them. So I don't want to see the Dolphins over to the South. Keep them right here. Continue the rivalry.
Amen, brother. Speaking of which, I brought up David Hyde. If you could get your news from one Dolphins beat reporter, who would it be? Who would be your favorite beat reporter that covers the Miami Dolphins?
Well, let me tell you, two people. Can I say two people?
Yeah, go for sure.
Okay, two people. One of them is Papa Paul. I love that dude. And
me too.
And then the second one. You ready for the second one? I don't think the world ready for the second one for what I'm about to say.
All right.
Okay. If y'all guys listening to this show, Shake Money Show, yo, I would definitely love to get my news from you, my brother, because you're doing an awesome job. You win Papa Pump. I love it. Continue doing what you do. Yeah, I would definitely love to get my news from the both of you, because both of you rock.
I appreciate that, man.
Both of you rock.
Cheers to you, man.
Both of you rock. I wish I had some liquor too, but let me put the Demarino up there. Yeah, cheers to you too. Yeah, yeah, that's what we do.
All right, so let me let's go through some pictures. Now I'm gonna show you some pictures on these screens.
Yeah,
you're gonna tell me what's the first thing that comes to your mind. All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Ready. Let me see here. Let's start off with.
Oh Lord, what comes to my mind about this guy here, Eddie Murphy?
No, because I can see a little bit. I can see a little bit of Richard Pryor in you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what? What comes to my mind is that Toy Story, Brewster's Millions. I mean, just make you feel good, make you laugh from the 1980s. One of the legends from the old school that made it and made us back in the days felt real good singing his movies. That's right, Richard Pryor.
And by the way, this next one is not only it's his inspiration, but mine as well.
Oh man, he's the best. Hold up, man. Hold up. What comes to my mind about him? My heart, I'm going to heaven. Whatever he was saying, his favorite line. And then what comes to my mind when he battled against the other lady in the house and calling her all kind of funny names. One of the legends, the best man, rest in peace. I love him, man. Yes, right. Sanford and Son.
Yeah. One of my favorite lines goes, I got the spirit of Christmas and the face of Halloween.
Yeah. You know what? He was even good in Harlem Nights. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
She told him that, listen, I'm gonna tell you something. You old blind bat. I would, and then he straight up like, bitch. So yeah. So
One of my
That's the
favorite
best.
scenes. One of my favorite scenes that reminds me of me and my wife was when she
Which
goes,
one?
"Hey, there's only a swallow of orange juice. We'll swallow and shut the fuck up."
Come on. Yeah. And you, if you hear him, and when he say, bitch. so yeah, man. Hey man, Red Fox the man. Yeah.
And let me tell you, one of my favorite stories of Red Fox, real quick, is Pat Morita. You know Pat Morita, who's Mr. Miyagi.
You Mr.
He was
Yeah.
trying to buy a house, and he was $8,000 short, and he went up to Fred for a loan. Right, this was straight from Pat Morita.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, bring me my checkbook." He goes, "All right, I'm gonna give you this $8,000. I don't want it back." But he goes, "But there's a caveat. When there's somebody in your position, I want you to do the same for him. I want you to pay it forward." He didn't
That's
want the
what's
money
up.
back. He wanted for him to help somebody out that was in his position.
See, that's what I'm talking about. That's beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Help somebody. That's right. I love him. Red Fox, hands down. Yes.
Great dude, man. All right, here we go. We got some more.
Okay, go ahead. Oh man, my brother, my brother. Oh man, what comes to mind with Alonzo Mourning is his beautiful wife. You know, at the time when my daughter, Isis, she was murdered, and Alonzo Mourning, my daughter was Alonzo Mourning's best student at his school off in Overtown. And when my daughter passed away, he was the one put the money up to help out with the funeral, and
Damn.
they had the funeral at Alonzo Mourning gym, and he was the best. Now here's the thing with Alonzo Mourning. Me and him was never cool at first because when he played against Michael Jordan and he lost in those finals, when I went to meet him, I said, "You is Zoe." He looked at me, was like, "Get out my face." So we never got along since that time. But when he found out my daughter, got murdered, he came to the funeral. His wife came. They support the funeral. Matter of fact, I got pictures of me, him, and him at the funeral, and he's one of the best. He's a legend, and hands down, I give him the love.
Damn,
and
man. I'm
respect.
sorry you had to go through that too, man. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Paris.
Yeah. So yeah, Alonzo Mourning the best. I love him. Good guy. Good dude.
All right. How about this right here?
Man, what comes to my mind is Jim Carrey. So when you put that logo up, all I saw was Jim Carrey with the bra, with the drawers, with the little ponytail.
Well, Vera, right?
Yeah, Vera. Hi, big boy. And he breathed like, "I'm gonna show you my stomach." Jamie, yo, Vera, Fire Marshal Bill. Come on. Living Colors was one of the best shows. So when you put that logo up, it's so many other than Jamie Foxx, man. Jim, what's his name? Oh my goodness. Each and every one of them was good. The Fly Girls, the dancers, J Lo, all of them was, they was good. Living Colors was one of the best shows, man. You putting up some good pictures, man. You putting up some good pictures. Red Fox, Richard Pryor, Living Colors. What else you got for me?
Former Kane.
Former Kane. You know what? Now you got me. What comes to mind with him? He remind me of, y'all might laugh, but that picture remind me of the Water Boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He looked like back in them days. Mama used to tell me. I'm sorry. That's how that. You got to give me a better picture than that one there. So yeah.
And the reason I did that was because he was in a Kane outfit, so that's why.
Oh Lord, you wrong for that. We go. Oh Lord. Oh man. Okay. What come to mind is with Pat. Some of y'all may not agree. What come to mind with him is Don Shula. I'm sorry. We know Don Shula was the best coach of all time. I still think Pat Riley, since he left New York and came over to the Miami Heat, I think Pat Riley is one of the best. he did prophesy. He did say that one day we're gonna march down Biscayne Boulevard. We're gonna march down there. We're gonna win the championship, and he did it a few times. So great coach. I mean, great CEO, wherever he is right now. But he is awesome. But he do remind me of Don Shula a little bit. You know, you might not agree with that, but yo, Jimmy Johnson. I'm gonna tell you something. What comes to me, comes to mind with Jimmy Johnson when I was at Golden Corral, because I'm next to Key Largo, and Jimmy Johnson have a home over in Key Largo, and I went into Golden Corral to get me something to eat, and Jimmy Johnson was, sitting there eating, and I knew everybody know who he was, so I came to him and said, "Yo, man, thank you for your time with the University of Miami. I know you went to the Dallas Cowboys, man. You was okay with the Miami Dolphins. You should have stayed there longer." He said, "Yeah, that was back in the days." But he said he had to get to Key Largo and come back and do his Fox channel. I think he's still on the Fox channel. But good guy. He would talk to you. You can take pictures with him. He don't act conceited. He's not arrogant. But he's very known with the team you don't like. UM. He's best from back in our days. Ain't that right, Mr. Pope? I mean, crazy Dolphin. He was the best at the Orange Bowl. Jimmy Johnson, number one.
Absolutely.
All right.
You should never went to the Cowboys, though. I don't know why he went to the Cowboys, but they won. But anyway, oh man, what comes to oh Lord have mercy. What comes to my mind with him? All I see is marijuana. I mean, maybe I'm saying that wrong. All I see is a BLUNT, a blunt. Like a blunt should be in his right ear. But at the time, Ricky Williams was a good player. I remember him coming to Miami Beach when I did security. When I said security building, he was at. He used to walk into Miami Beach hotel without his shoes. And I used to find that crazy and strange. I'm like, this guy don't want to put on his shoes. He like to walk around barefooted. I never understand that. But when I did and realized that he used to smoke so much weed, I guess that he forgot to put on his shoes, right? Weed, forget, memories, put two and two together, what you got? He lost his damn mind. Next picture. Oh, man. What comes to my mind? Get rid of him. Fire. Termination. Terminated. I mean, right now, he did good. He did good with the draft and all this. Yeah, I give him the respect, but I truly believe that him and Mike Bedane they are on the hot seat right now. They're gonna be chilling in IHOP for the remainder of 2025. If they don't get it right, I think both of them cats is gonna be gone. That's what I feel about him.
All right, last but not least.
Oh damn! Don't do that. I can look. Tua. I can go way back when Tua didn't get drafted. I don't know if you saw the picture of me and Tua. I was the first one from the NFL to take a picture with him. I remember sitting there with Tua family, and I told his daddy, his mom, sister, everybody was there down at Miami Beach when they was having the Super Bowl at that time. He was there just coming out with his Alabama, and he was about to be drafted that year. So I told his family, I said, listen, your son gonna be drafted. Like I told Lisa, I said, listen, you're gonna be the fan of the year, and it came to pass. I'm not trying to declare that I'm a psychic or a prophet, but I told Tua daddy that the Miami Dolphins gonna draft him. Watch what happened. He said, are you sure about that? I said, yeah. Dolphins gonna get him. I feel it in my spirit. He's gonna be a Miami Dolphin. He said, I like you. And when that draft night came up, I remember before the draft night, I had on Facebook and social media, Tua gonna be the Miami Dolphin. Everybody like, man, you crazy. He ain't gonna be no Miami Dolphin. I said, watch what happened. I was in my living room And then I saw that the pick went down and all this, and Tua was sitting up. I said, watch what happened. Watch what happened. Then they said they made Tua. I mean, I dropped my glass, my wine, my liquor, and I said, I told you, and I told Tua daddy he was going to be a Miami Dolphin, and he's a Miami Dolphin. I just need him not to get hurt this year or next year, all the money he making. He just got to stay healthy and stop trying to run to lanes that's I see a touchdown. I can make it without blockers. He got to stop that shit. But yo, Tua can be a good player. He is a great player. You just got to stay healthy, man.
Okay. So all right, let me ask you this question. All right, so let's say McDaniels does get fired, right?
Yeah.
He has 3 career paths. I want you to tell me which one you think fits him best. His first McDonald's employee, you have Best Buy, or a cover for Humpty Dumpty.
Damn. Oh yeah. Okay, let me take. We got 3. Let me scratch out 2 of them. I'm gonna scratch out Best Buy, even though he looked kind of professional. But I got to go with Humpty Dumpty. Identical twins, dead ringers. Humpty Dumpty is known. Look at that.
The
They
Humpty
brothers,
dance
man.
is your chance to the hump.
Exactly. They did say everybody got a twin, right?
Uh-huh.
But that might be his twin.
Yeah. Do
He
the
was
hump.
cold. Hey, look here. He was cold that day. If you saw the movie Friday, when the man said that listen, what happened to you? You was in that house. You had a female in the house, and you couldn't even come up. He said that it was cold out. It was cold that night. And so he was Mike was cold that night, so his nose was freezing. So he looked identical to the Humpty Hump. Yeah, he looked a digital underground. He looked just like him. Perfect picture, man.
Hey man, Digital Underground is the guy who discovered Tupac. So
yeah, exactly. That's right.
all right, man. Right, we have 2 more segments, and then we'll set you on your way. And once again, I thank you for giving me this time, man.
Anytime.
All right, give me a number through 1 through 5.
My best number is 7.
All right, we'll do 7. I'm gonna shuffle this card. I'm gonna shuffle this deck 7 times.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Let me kick out 5 You know what? I'm gonna do 7 categories since your number is 7, right?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
This is the award ceremony. And this is all-time Dolphins.
Okay.
Which one was your time favorite Dolphins trade?
Oh man, I would go with that cornerback who we had, and what's his name? He was next to Ramsey. Then they traded him away. They got rid of him. What was his name? Dolphin crazy. What was his name?
You talking about Minka Fitzpatrick?
Yes.
To the Pittsburgh Steelers?
To the Pittsburgh Steelers, yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Best defensive line.
Best defensive line. Wow. Most of them is good. They definitely good. The best defensive line I could go with oh my goodness. I can't even tell you that whole line. That defensive line is good I'm going back in the days with Brian Cox used to play on the outer, the linebacker, and then Zach Thomas. But that defensive line, man, it was good. Going way back to the goddamn Killer Bees. So I'm gonna name them all. Is that cool? Right. Can I do that? Can I?
Yeah, sure. Why not? It's your show, man. Best wide receiver.
Oh man, I got 2 of them.
All right.
Can I name? Man.
Like I said, this is your show, man. This is your show. I'm just the host. This your show.
The best wide receiver, I got to go with number 1, Mark Clayton. Number 2, Mark Duper. And my best wide receiver will be, my last one will be OJ McDuffie.
No doubt. Hey, listen, man. Another where is it? Yeah, I was happy when and you know so both pictures came after Buffalo losses. So,
Mhm.
but I guess this was I would say is a contingent. You know what they say, contingency prize, whatever.
Mhm. Man, that's my dog, man. That's my dog. That's my dog, man.
Best
That's
O
my
line,
dog.
best offensive lineman.
Best offensive lineman. I mean, I like that Armstrong when he went ahead and retired this year. I mean, he did a good job blocking for Tua when he was here. I mean, at times when he came from New Orleans Saints, he was, always on the sideline hurt. But to me, uh, he would still be the best because he did kept Tua out of trouble.
All
He
right,
could just retire out. Yeah.
best running back. And by the way, speaking of when we talked about Ricky Williams, would you be opposed of him being in the Ring of Honor?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Man, of course. Ricky, I mean, the only way you could stop Ricky Williams, like back in the days, they used to grab at his dreads. So he had to cut it off because they was grabbing to slow him down. He was best. He was the best. I put him in the ring of honor. Yeah.
Okay.
Ricky Williams, for sure.
Okay, that's what's up. So, who's your favorite running back of all time?
Oh man. The guy, I was young, but I see his highlights all the time. Uh, he used to play for the 1972 Miami Dolphins, and the man was good. I never met him, never. I just saw his old school 1972 Dolphins purple season, the way he run that ball. I mean, I gotta give him the best of all time. But again, I'm gonna have to go with Ricky Williams because Ricky Williams was in my time, in my
Okay.
era. So I'll put Ricky Williams. He's the best. Because
Defensive
I
MVP.
used to, I used to love Ricky Williams when he go to Buffalo. He play in the cold, and when he found that scene, he's gone. So
Yeah.
Ricky,
Defensive MVP.
defensive MVP. Oh, is that now or in the past? Can I say the past?
All time. All time.
Jason Taylor
Okay.
and Zach
And
Thomas.
all right. And best linebacker. You can't pick twice.
Oh, I know. Oh Lord, Brian Cox.
Hey, listen, man. One of my favorite pictures. Listen. I'm gonna tell you something. I said this many times. Brian Cox was the reason I became a diehard Dolphin fan, and this was the day I became a Brian. This was the day why. You remember that?
Yes, yes.
I'll never forget. It was week 3. Hey, listen, it was week 3, and he asked him why did he do that. He goes, "I was just showing them our record. We were 1-1."
Yes. Man, I mean Brian Cox, one of the Dolphin players that's known in Buffalo to wear his helmet backwards and point the fingers, the middle finger, and didn't care. So all time, Brian Cox, man, I love it. I love that picture too.
And before we wrap this up, again, Mr. Polk, Crazy Dolphin, thank you for coming and you know what I'm saying, spending some time with me. And same thing with you, Paris.
Appreciate
What
it.
is your Miami Dolphins Mount Rushmore?
Say that again.
Your Miami Dolphins Mount Rushmore.
Would be it will can I put me on that mountain? I'm no.
Who?
No.
It could be player, it could be coach, it could be owner. It doesn't matter.
Don Shula.
Don Shula.
Yeah, he would be my favorite. I would love to see him up there. And the reason why I want to see him up there, because nobody nobody, after all the years and generations, nobody cannot top 17-0 perfect season. He should be up there. Instead of making Dallas Cowboys the American team, it should have been the Miami Dolphins because they kept the perfect season record for generations. So Don Shula, he should be up there, smiling. That's the man.
Yeah.
All right. Who's number 2? You got 3 more people.
Okay, number 2. Okay, I said Don Shula. And the next one again, my favorite player.
You got a picture of him.
Yeah, Dan Marino. Dan Marino need to be up there, and that's that. You got Don Shula, Dan Marino, and then my last one.
2. Yeah, 2 more.
I got 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh man.
Chris Greer.
No. Not even Urban Fryer. So no, I mean, even though he made them touchdowns and 21 points, but no, definitely not Chris Grill. Brian Flores. No, I'm just messing with you. Y'all guys don't hate me, but yo, Dan Marino, Don Shula. And I got to put my brother up there, Richmond Webb.
All right, Richmond Webb. Hell yeah.
Richmond Webb. And I should got one more now. I got one more.
Yeah, one more.
I got one more. Mark Duper. Put him up there. The one that catch the ball with one hand and he would take off. The Mark brothers. They both need to be up there, but I got to put Mark Duper. Matter of fact, I met Mark Duper, and he was the coolest cat ever. But yeah, Mark Duper need to be up there. Dan Marino, Mark Duper, and you already know, Richmond Webb need to be up there.
No doubt. All right, man. So anyway, listen, where can we find you, man? And how can we it's just Paris Love, right? That's all we need to do.
Yeah, Paris Love.
Instagram, you're on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Not Twitter, TikTok.
Yeah, and look, the easy way to find Paris Love, all you got to do is just look for Crazy.
Yeah.
So, no, just Paris Love.
Very funny.
Yeah. And listen, you get me on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Lemonade. You get me on all these social media platforms. That's where I'm at. I'm not going anywhere unless TikTok get banned again. So let's see. And Facebook, of course.
Of course, man. That's why I got you, man. And once again, man, it's an honor and a privilege to have you on here finally. And like I said, when I started doing this show, man, you're like one of the people that I've had in mind since the inception of this show. Yeah,
man. So, you know what? Let me say this last thing again. Like I said before, I'm proud of you. I mean, I enjoy this show. Then I want to put my other brother when I was on his show. But both of y'all Dolphin fans, I enjoy your show much more. I got you. You make me feel comfortable, relaxed, like I just smoked 10 blunts and drink.
Yeah.
You got you got your little cup up there, and you got your little cigar looking like the Cuban Scarface. I mean, you make me feel comfortable. So yo, you continue doing what you do. Yo, I'm proud of you, and I definitely can't wait to see you save money in person again, man. I'm gonna give you a big hug.
Hey, yeah, we're gonna take another. We always take pictures together. That's our tradition, man.
That's right. That's right.
It's not.
That's on my Facebook page. Yeah, I got me and your picture on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it there until 2026.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
And any final thoughts before we roll this out? And then let's kick it if you mind, just a few more minutes backstage, and then we'll wrap this up. But anyway, any final thoughts before we wrap this up, man? And let me thank Aquavision, Crypto, Michael K, the Buffalo Bills fan. I appreciate you for coming through. He shows love to all of my shows. Scott Jackson. And if I got you, I apologize, man. I appreciate y'all for coming through and showing some love, man. So, any final thoughts?
Yeah. My final thought to the Miami Dolphin fans, I know we've been struggling, getting to the playoff. Look, don't give up. Don't give it. I mean, stay in it. We're gonna be okay. I mean, we lived through the fire, losing and winning. Don't never give up on your team. Stick with your Miami Dolphin team, because we all in the fire together. And then when the Dolphins get that Super Bowl, we all gonna be running around Hard Rock Stadium with our Miami Dolphin boxers on.
Hell yeah. I'll be there.
What is
by the way, I'm gonna wear my Miami Dolphins tidy whities.
What is the guy? Take money. What is the guy? With the boxers on.
My Dolphins tidy whities. I'm just giving everybody a warning.
It's gonna be on, man. It's gonna be on. Party Central. I'm telling you. Look here. I can see all my Cuban brothers. Man, that whole Hialeah, that whole area is gonna be flooded. I mean, we all gonna be hanging out and party. Just imagine the day the Miami Dolphins win the Super Bowl. People think that the Miami Heat did it and everybody was happy. The Florida Panthers about to do it again, or the Florida Marlins did it a long time ago. But when the Dolphins, let me say that again. When the Dolphins, this is a football town.
Yeah, no doubt.
When the Miami Dolphins
in Florida, football is a religion.
Yes.
Yeah.
When the Miami Dolphins win, the big one, everybody gonna be calling out for work for 2 months.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna be too drunk to go to work.
They're going to shut Miami down. That's what they want to do.
They got to shut Miami down. They got to
shut it down.
They got to shut it down.
Hey, speaking of Miami, are you familiar with Grand Theft Auto?
Your phone dropped. Say it again.
I said, are you familiar with Grand Theft Auto? It's in Miami.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Did you know that they're thinking about adding a new playable character?
What? Oh, you guys.
Here it is. I
know you guys know. I know. Shake Money, I can't deal with you, man.
I'm sorry.
He need to go, but you
Shake Money.
Hey, listen, man. Shake Money said I can't curse, so I'm gonna curse. Boy, you wrong for that shit.
Oh man, good times, man. Good times, man.
Oh my God.
Y'all have a good night, and man, I appreciate you for spending some of your time here. And Fins Up, like I said, we'll kick it backstage for a little bit. So, Fins Up, we out this bitch.
I know you heard me on the radio flexing. She loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz all day. Pick up the phone late night with Larry K. I know you heard me on the radio flexing. She loved the sound of my voice, it's the best thing. Daydreaming of the jazz all day. Pick up the phone late night with Larry K.